Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
My name is Naledi Mfoloe, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the latest edition of the African Diaspora News Channel, where we unravel the stories that shape our world and our communities. In 2025, Black bodies are still being commodified, reduced to mere tools for profit, and bought and sold in the brutal modern-day slave markets of Libya. Now, this is not a history lesson from centuries ago. It is a reality that continues to devastate our people today. Now, the latest victim of this atrocity is Naima Jamal, who is a 20-year-old Ethiopian woman whose heart-wrenching story has once again brought this crisis into light. Now, Naima, like countless others, was trafficked into Libya while she was kidnapped, tortured, and held captive for ransom. Now, the footage circulating on social media actually shows Naima and 50 other Black people dehumanized, battered, and reduced to a commodity for the highest bidder. Now, her captors demand a ransom of $6,000 for her release, and which is a sum that many families already struggling in impoverished conditions cannot afford. And this is not just a crisis of migration. I believe it's a human rights violation because it's a modern day slavery and it's happening right under our noses in 2025. In Libya, Black migrants are not seen as people with hopes or dreams or dignity. They're actually seen only as a price tag, a number to be auctioned off for profit. And the international community, especially African leaders, have allowed this horror to continue. How can we as a continent allow our own people to be subjected to this kind of humanity? And what's most heartbreaking about Naima's case is that it is not an isolated one. Migrants are being sold in these markets for as little as $400, and some are tortured until their families can scrape together enough money to actually pay this ransom. But even then, what happens to them once they are freed? The system is broken. And the horrors seem endless. But here's what I must ask, right? Where are the African leaders in all of this? Where is the outrage? We are watching as our brothers and sisters are being trafficked, tortured, sold like cattle. And it seems like the silence is deafening. It's infuriating to think that while African governments are busy with their own political interests and agendas, our people are being brutalized and erased in Libya. How many more Naima Jamals must we see for the world to act? How many more must fall victim to the system before we can actually demand accountability? And this isn't just a Libyan problem. This is an African problem. It's a problem that requires action and urgency. We cannot continue to turn a blind eye to the suffering of our own. We must demand that our leaders, those who we have entrusted with our futures, take a stand and address the human trafficking crisis head on. We must amplify the voices of those who are being silenced and bring to attention their suffering and put pressure on the global community to stop this injustice. I mean, Naima's story is tragic, but it is not an isolated one. Hundreds of thousands of migrants are still trapped in Libya, living in fear and suffering on the whims of those who profit from their misery. I believe we must act now. As Africans, we must protect one another because if we don't, who will? Please, let's continue the conversation in the comment section. We really want to hear your opinion on this. And while you're at it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up